Hi guys. Okay, we had a situation last night which was really awesome. We had all men in our white 1 group and all women in our white 2 group. It was amazing. Okay, almost like the exact number. And I was thinking, how did this happen? All right, anyway, so what we did was, because of that situation, we combined both groups together at that white level. Because within degrees, it's okay to combine people. But once you go from color to color, like from white to orange, I always get the email, Edie, I don't deserve to be dancing with somebody that just started. You know, I put in a few months in this and blah, blah, blah. And then they get all bent out of shape because they're having to dance with somebody who's a lower level than theirs. Hence the reason for quality testing, okay? Don't just pass everybody, senseis, okay? You just gotta, you know, you'll always get the email. You'll always get people that quit because they can't stand dancing one more month with one more person in a beginner level that should not have come up to their group. Anyway, I'm digressing. So last night what we did was we combined the white 1 with the white 2. Now, the white 1 guys who just got out of orientation last week, remember everybody's in orientation just for one day, okay? They didn't know yet how to do a turn to the right or left, because in orientation we only teach the basic and the crossbody lead, and then everything about the black belt system, and we repeat over and over. So day 1 of their white week, which is whatever week that is, whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, they're learning how to do a right turn. Hence it's so important that you do footwork. Now what happened last night, the guys in white 1, because they were being combined with white 2 girls, they had to learn both the right turn and the left turn, okay? And which was kind of like a taboo thing, but the white 2 girls really needed to learn the left turn. So we kind of did a crash course. I took all the girls with Steve. Steve did all the lady styling. And I taught the fountain, I taught the hair comb, the mermaid, and the shoulder roll back on count 1 onto will be count 6, okay? And that worked out really well, because then I demonstrated how all of those styling techniques, and you can look them up on McCoy just in case, how they are critical in keeping the girls occupied and interested while the guys are stressing out and sweating bullets trying to get just a right turn down, you know, much less DTB the thing and then do a left turn, and when to touch her, where not to touch her, how to touch her, you know what guys go through. It's absolute hell. Ladies are just sitting around there waiting to be touched, you know, and so I taught almost pure lady styling: right turn, crossbody lead, left turn, crossbody lead, right turn, crossbody. By the way, the fountain for the women can last up to 3 or 4 8 counts depending on how fast you go. So picture this: the lady starts her fountain. If the guy gives just a single hand lead, left or right, outside, inside, whatever, outside hand, inside hand, you know, if he gives a single hand lead for a right break turn, crossbody lead, left break turn, she can literally complete the fountain with her available hand over those 3 8 counts. It looks beautiful, okay? And I think I did that in the orientation briefing when I was in Killeen this week with Tonya. So you guys make sure to watch that video because it's intense. It's awesome. So anyway, a woman can execute the fountain over several 8 counts while the guy's putting her into a right break turn, crossbody lead, left break turn, which is amazing. And so she has stuff to do. She's got a lot to do. She could comb her hair. She's got the mermaid going on. She's got her shoulder roll, you know, and she has to think now, okay, what available hand do I have for him? And if he needs my hand, I'm going to give it to him right away, you know, in a graceful manner. And so this is where she can start really throwing down some styling at the white 1 level, all right? So the most important thing that you want to do at your lower belt levels is teach the women styling, okay? Because a lot of them get bored after a while. And trust me, those 4 styling techniques will keep her occupied for a very long period of time. She's going to be excited to come to class. The reason why I know this is because, number one, I'm a woman, believe it or not, and number two, even John noticed, our chief sensei, our chief apprentice trainer, he noticed that when there was an entire group of women that we just started teaching styling to, like, massively, and those women, all that whole little group, have stuck with us now for a year, whereas women before did not. They either got bored or something. And I can understand, you know, women pretty much have to know 5 things: the right brake turn, the left brake turn, the progressive left, the progressive right, and the enchufla, which is the cumbia, all right? 6 if you include the basic, okay? But pretty much that's it. Whereas guys got to figure out 42 different ways of maneuvering around her and touching her to execute those simple moves for her, you know. And women can think of 7 things at one time, you know, whereas guys can only think of 1 thing at a time. I'm not putting you down. I'm saying that you're very goal-oriented. You're achievers. You're awesome. That's why women need you, okay? Because you know what you want, and you go after it, and you go get it, men. Whereas women, you know, we have 6 projects going on at once. We can never finish one. We become scatterbrained. We can do all this stuff at one time, but sometimes, you know, we have to go get therapy just to figure out our priorities, right? So anyway, I'm not putting down ladies. I'm just saying, all right? So, I'm digressing again. What was I talking about? As soon as I start talking about men, I get all flustered and red-faced and stuff. I love men. They're awesome. They're God's gift to women. Men are God's gift to women. It's wonderful. Just thinking about it. Thinking about my husband. God's gift to me. I love him so much. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So another thing that I wanted to say is, your group class, it's very important that the guys get to touch the girl, you know, on the DTB, whatever. Last night, I could have kept, you know, all the guys in white 1 and all the girls in white 2. But then it wouldn't have been a fun class for them. It wouldn't have been as sensually stimulating for them. In your group classes, people want to meet someone. Why do you think guys start dancing? They really don't want to dance. They want to meet some beautiful girl, you know? The girls want to have fun and maybe get lucky with a guy, you know? It's whatever, but that's not really on their priority list. But dancing is fun. Women's bodies were created to move. They were created for sensuality, for excitement. They're designed for movement, you know. And when we hear music, women just want to start grooving. It's just in our nature. Women love to dance, you know. And guys love to be with women. So guys better learn to dance. Ready? All right. So anyway, so you got to make sure that they're together, that they're high-tenning, that they're touching on the shoulders and the waist. Because remember, the black belt system was created so that women could do styling without having their hands in arm lock for the entire song. You know what I mean? Because I get the email when I teach a lady styling class, and I get the email the next week, women telling me, Edie, you know, you taught me all this great styling, but not a single guy all week long let go of my arms. I couldn't even execute 1 arm styling. It was so sad. You know, I just got a whole bunch of videos from John, our chief apprentice. He went to the LA Congress, right? And I was so excited to see the videos. And I was looking at him and I thought, oh yeah, there's one spot on one video where she actually lifted her arm. You know, during the entire, whatever count it was, 8 count, she lifted her arm once and threw her styling in. It's all about arm knots anymore. The guys are not letting go of the women's hands. No wonder everybody's moving to bachata, because women want to be touched, right? They want to be touched on their shoulders. They want to be touched on their waist, on their wrist. They want to have one hand free so that they can do their beautiful styling. You know what I mean? Women want to look good, period, bottom line. We spend more money on cosmetics than I think third world countries do in their food supply, all right? And the thing is the black belt system was designed so that the women could sparkle and could love salsa again. Back in the day, when I was in LA, all the guys touched me on my waist, on my shoulders. That's where all this came from. Back in the day in LA. And, you know, also in New York, too. The LA girls would watch these New Yorkers. I'll never forget, I was at the world's first Puerto Rican Congress, 1997. And I know that's ages ago, but listen. The LA girls, Joby Brava, Jeanette Valenzuela, they were mesmerized by the lady styling of New York. All the New Yorkers made sure that the ladies had one hand to style, both hands up in the air when he touched her waist. It was amazing. And it's so sad to see that is being lost, okay? That's why salsa is going to be a dying dance if we don't let these ladies sparkle. Joseph told me at the Congress this last year, he said, Edie, you're not going to believe this. This is the first time this ever happened. I said, what? He goes, I had a whole group of women that came in the Congress, and they all asked, they said, oh, this is a Congress, great. And he said, yeah, the salsa room's right over there. And then even before the words came out of his mouth, all of them said, hell no, not salsa, no way, we want bachata. And they went straight to the bachata room, and they never even acknowledged salsa anymore. Because women are not being treated like ladies anymore on the salsa dance floor. It's all about arm not turn patterns with hands, okay? That's why we have shoulder, waist, tailbone, head loop, all that stuff, to where we could get these girls back interested in this dance again. Because if not, salsa's gonna die. I just know it. So anyway, gosh, I am so digressing. Men touching women. That's where I left off. Sorry, I lost it at that point. I couldn't even remember my name. Men touching women. Yes, at the group class, you got to make sure both sexes touch each other all night long. All right? Okay, people, I've said enough. It's starting to rain. And so I will see you soon. Take a look at the rain. Look at that. Rain, rain, rain. Edie signing off. Keep dancing. Bye.